Hello students, welcome to our channel Chem Math Shastra. This is my first video. Today we are going to discuss about a topic in chemistry, that is electronic configuration. This topic is most useful and important for the students of class 8, 9, 10. So at first, we will recall the atomic structure where we already read that an atom which consisting with three subatomic particles, electron, protons and neutron. And when we draw a atom, then we can see at the center of an atom there is nucleus where proton and neutrons are placed, and some circular orbits or paths are there around the nucleus where the electrons are revolved around nucleus. Okay, now these circular paths are known as orbit or shells, and their names are K, L, M, N accordingly. That is, the first path is known as K, the second path which is known as L, and if there is another path or the third path, that will know as M, and the fourth path that will know as N. So as we discussing very briefly, we will directly come to our main part. So for this theory, at first we have to know, that is, what is the capacity of these orbits. Okay. You have to remember one thing, that each orbit can accumulate a particular numbers of electron, and that is can be calculated by a general formula, that is 2n square for nth orbit. Okay. So for the k orbit, which is the first orbit, it can accumulate 2 into 1 square, that's equals to 2 electrons. So for the k orbit, as this is the first orbit, it can accumulate only 2 electrons. For the next, for the L orbit, this is for k, and for L, it can accumulate 2 into 2 square, that is equals to 8 electrons. Next for M, for the third orbit, it can accumulate 18 electrons. You can calculate also. And for the fourth one, it can accumulate 32 electrons. Okay. So these are very important for electronic configuration. Why? Because the cell or the orbits can accumulate how many numbers of electron, that will determine that how to arrange those electrons in these shells. Like 2 electrons can maximum for k orbit, 8 electron is maximum for L. Maximum 18 electron can be taken by M orbit, and N orbit can take the rest 32 or more than less than that. Okay. So how to fill up those electrons in this arrangement or these cells? If I have an element which have more than 2 electrons, then what have to do? Then 2 electrons have to place at the k orbit, then the rest electrons will come to L orbit, that must be lesser than 8. That is, if the L orbits is also filled up by 8 electrons and there is also some electrons are left, then those electrons will come to the M orbit, and so on. So to elaborate our study, we will give some example. Some elements I will take and their electronic configuration I will show here, but those are not in order. Okay. So K, L, M and N. These are the arrangement of the orbitals, that is, the first orbit is named as K, the second orbit is L, third orbit is M, and the fourth orbit is N. Okay. Now at first case for hydrogen, you also have to remember the total number of electrons present in each atom. Okay. Now in case of hydrogen, we know that only one electron is present here. So that one electron will obviously come to the k orbit. So here k is 1. As we are not taking in order, so we can take the next example as lithium, which have 3 electrons. How to fill up 3 electrons? For the K shell, there will be only 2 electrons and the rest 1 electron will come to L. Because here 3 electrons cannot be accumulated. Why? Because K orbit maximum can accumulate 2 electrons, not more than that. Okay. For the next, we will take nitrogen, have 7 electrons. How to fill up? 2 electrons at K shell and rest 5 at L. Next, fluorine, have 9 electrons. Obviously 2 electrons at K and rest 7 electrons at the L orbits. Okay. So in this way, we have to arrange the electrons among K, L, M, N orbits. Next, we will take the example. Next, we will take neon as for our example, which have 10 electrons we know. So for the K orbit, it will accumulate 2 electrons and the rest 8 electron will come to at L group or L shell. Now, you have to remember one thing, that is this electronic configuration, that is 2 for K shell and 8 for L shell. This is the maximum electron which can accumulate in these 2 orbit. So, as neon completely filled up these 2 orbits, so this electronic configuration is highly stable. Okay. Rather, you have to remember one thing, that is all the inert gaseous or noble gases, probably you know that neon is a noble gas, those are showing this stable or fulfilled electronic configuration. Okay. Next, we will take aluminium, which have 13 electrons. So first 2 electrons come at K, next 8 electrons come at L, then 10 electrons are filled. Rest 3 electrons will come to at M orbit. Okay. Next, we will take sulfur having 16 electrons. So at K 2 electrons are there, for L 8 electrons are there, and for M 6 electrons are there. Next, we will take another inert gases, that is argon, having 18 electrons. So 2 electrons at K, L orbit have 8 electrons and M orbit has also 8 electrons, but still it is very much stable. What is the discrimination? You can see that is M orbital, where we calculated that 18 electron may maximum present, but here only 8 electrons are there in M orbit, still it is very much stable. Why it is happening? I am telling later. Next, I will take 2 examples. One is potassium having 19 electrons and another is calcium having 20 electrons. These 2 are very important and you have to hear it very careful and have to clear the conception and how the electrons are filled up in this orbit. For the K orbit, there is 2 electrons, obviously. For L orbit, there is 8 electrons, that is 10 are filled. Next 9 electrons are remain. I may put those 9 electrons in the M orbit. Okay. But this is not actually happening. So what is happening? 8 electrons are placed in the M orbit and rest 1 electron will come at the N orbit. Similarly, in the case of calcium, first 2 will come at K and 8 at L. This is very normal. And I can put 10 electrons here to make the whole electrons fulfilled or whole electrons completely arranged. But I can't put 10 electrons in the M orbit. So what I have to do? Again, here 8 electron is placed and rest 2 electrons will come at the N orbit. And as these 2 examples are exceptions or cannot maintain this rule, 2n square rule. That's why here a different explanation arises. How? It is further concluded that the second last orbit, that is the orbit coming before than the last orbit, cannot accumulate or cannot take more electrons than 8. That is, the second last orbit maximum can take 8 electrons. That's why, as its capacity of M orbit may 18, that's we can easily put 9 electron here. But as it is the second last orbit, it cannot take more than 8 electron. Okay, so this is all about the electronic configuration. By electronic configuration, what are the different way or the different conclusions or steps we can get? That is, we can find the valencies of different elements. We can draw the atomic diagram, that is atomic diagram, that is just like this, where the electrons are placed in different orbits. By atomic diagram, by this electronic configuration, we can also draw the atomic diagram. We can also find the valency, and most important, we can also find the periodic position, that is the periodic position of any elements. So this will discuss on my further video or the next video. So I think you have a clear conception, or you get a conception about electronic configuration. The rest elements which I not write here, those you may do on your homework. So thanks for watching my channels. If you like, please share with your friends. Subscribe for the first notification. See you on the next video. Thank you.